Welcome to We Funny AF, formerly the Imperial Inc Live Podcast. Same crew, new dude. We got the upper echelon, end all be all duality part 108 hold up available across all streaming services. We still have the same website set up for merch at ImperialIncMusic.com. Various t-shirts and masks. And we also have new merch on the way specifically for the podcast, and it's coming soon. So, let's get into this, y'all. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, them Imperial boys is back. Yeah. And of course, you know we had to come back on some new shit. Yeah. So, without further ado, I welcome you to the We Funny AF Podcast. Yeah. I'm the one and only Figs. I'm with my main man Biggs. And we about to take you there. Let's go. We Funny AF. 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 Welcome.
I ain't gonna front. This is probably like the third time we tried to do this.
Yes.
Because we keep getting interrupted and shit keeps going
black ass people.
Shit. So this is We Funny AF.
That's what this is.
I think it's maybe episode 7, 8, somewhere around there. I'm not sure. Is it 6?
It might be 7.
6,
7. Because we just released one like that.
Yeah, we did 2 days or in a week to kind of make up for not being around.
And then you be having extra episodes and shit, so I can't keep up.
But this is gonna be an extraordinary ear to the street.
Yes.
I will let Figs go into explanation about this, or go on to explain about this. What's up?
I just want to talk about the struggles of interracial relationships.
Cool. That's a good one.
Imperial Live, you know we bring that heat. It's time to get ready for the ear to the street.
So, what sparked your interest in this particular topic?
I just was riding home from out of town today, and I was just thinking, you know, we need to get to the riveting shit with this podcast. So what's more riveting?
Riveting shit.
Yeah.
What's more riveting than interracial relationships?
Yeah, because it's going to do something that can spark.
When you say interracial, you mean not just black white. You mean black, white, Latino.
Anything. I mean, there's struggles,
Asian, whatever.
Yeah,
yeah.
And
you talking about, when you say struggles, do you mean like cultural differences, or
just the natural little things, the cultural differences between the lovers, the differences that the world provide,
right?
Just all the obstacles that there is for interracial relationships,
right? Because there are plenty.
Yes,
there are plenty. So, we want to go into explanation about that.
Well, before I start, I'll say I talk about my girl a lot, and I'm not sure if anybody knows or talks or thinks about the fact that she is a white girl.
Oh, okay.
And but like I try to tell a lot of people, she's really thuggish ruggish. So I mean, she's actually more nigga than a lot of niggas. She used to hang in the hood just as much as I did. So
well, tell me this about her.
Street smart.
Well, I was gonna say, tell me about this about her background. Was she raised around the hood, or did she just come to the hood?
I'm gonna tell you the crazy shit about it. She lives in the motherfucking holler.
Oh, for real?
A real holler, like but she just.
Was that where she was raised?
Yeah.
Okay.
Her whole family owns all of that they live in.
Okay.
But it's just kind of crazy. Like, we have fun. Me and her have a lot of fun with it because it's not such an issue. But it's certain shit that we have to watch between each other. Like, there's certain movies we can't watch together.
Okay.
Like Mississippi Burning. I mean, literally, but it really don't bother me as much. But she'll say it's some shit that she'll say, ooh, I want to watch this, but I ain't watching it with you. I like, well, I understand.
I don't. Yeah. You got to explain to me what is the reasoning behind her not wanting to watch
a movie. Because she knows how
like
I get. Because I start talking crazy while we watching those movies.
Like, and she don't want to deal with your shit.
Yeah, she don't want me choke shit out of her while they doing the Django all fucked up. Say y'all motherfucking white people. but I mean, I think she's scared to, watch any movies with me.
Those type of movies.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever watched those type of movies together at all before?
Yeah. And I probably said something crazy. I probably stood up and said, "Power to the nigga."
That's horrible.
Nah, I'm joking. But, it's a risky proposition watching one of them movies with me. I can fuck everything up in the house. It's been some times I broke up with her ass too after a movie. Just be like, I'm out this bitch. Just motherfucker.
She probably just look at you like
nigga.
Bye.
Yeah.
Just bye.
Yeah.
That shit's fucking funny.
What
okay, you was talking about where she lives, her family pretty much owns that area. How is her family with you?
Well, they're cool as fuck.
That's awesome.
I mean, but the thing is I'm sure it was a culture shock,
Right.
I'm probably the only nigga that ride down that road.
Yeah, you a black motherfucker too.
Yeah, fuck you. But, we grown, so, like, we don't really have to deal with, a lot of the problems that we would have probably dealt with if we was dating in the younger time.
In your younger years.
Because, I see people looking at couples funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're interracial.
Yeah.
Or, where we're from, it's forbidden in some ways. Like,
You talking about from black folks?
Yeah, well, black and white couples. Like, I mean, to put it plainly, when we was coming up in school and coming up through time, we had to kind of venture outside our race today in this town because everybody was pretty much kin to each other, or so you just gonna be a lonely ass nigga if you didn't motherfucking maybe try something new,
right?
So, and it's just always been frowned upon. It's been frowned up. A lot of parents ain't having that shit,
right? I've had this. Not me personally, but I've had family members who dealt with that because they were dating outside of their race.
Right.
And the person they were dating, their father is kind of big to do here in town and was not well with the fact that she was dating a black man. Well, I ain't gonna say a black man because he wasn't grown then, but was dating someone who was black.
Right.
And that just really bugged me out because I thought more of that dude, because I've known that dude for years.
I could.
But then again, nothing is a surprise anymore.
Yeah. But some people just do not believe in it, and that's what they say. When they say that, I don't even question. Where it comes from. Is it racism?
It is.
But
that's exactly what it is.
I don't even ask. I just
it's pointless because you're beating a dead horse. Yeah. They ain't gonna see it any different until they get a black grandbaby.
Right. and honestly, I've seen so many situations, where parents wasn't cool with what their kids were doing as far as interracial relationships, and pretty much kicked them out the family and cussed them out.
Yeah.
And then they have a baby, and now you can't keep them the fuck away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I've seen that over and over.
It's amazing how that baby does that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
kind of makes people reevaluate where their I guess their tensions lie with somebody who's different from them.
Right. I've had issues with people who have black kids in their family, and I've had to kind of redirect their mind from being racist because I'm like, do you call your nephew a nigga? You know what I'm saying?
Because he is.
Yeah, but and and that's another issue. Like because usually in interracial relationships there's a child conceived,
right,
and he is usually half and half, color wise, but I've always made sure that if I was in the picture of any relationship and there was a mixed child, I purposely, and I can't help but tell that child he is identified as black.
Yeah.
Or she is identified as black.
The main thing for me behind that is because you're an interracial child,
right,
black people or white people are going to see you as a black child, period. That's and I'm not trying to generalize like all white people think like that, but the majority of them do. I got the conversation.
Or they're different. Period.
Yeah, and it's a shame because then they have to grow up with the struggle of who they are and their identity, and that's insane. It shouldn't be that way.
Right.
I had a friend. Actually, it was one of my bosses back in the day when the whole Kaepernick thing started, and she was like, he was born with she didn't understand why he felt like he had the right to kneel to protest against anything since that he grew up the way he did, which was with, I guess, a silver spoon in his mouth, had money, coming up with parents that had money, whatever. Right. And I was like, I can explain it to you. She was like, please do, because I do not understand. And I told her, I was like, it doesn't matter how much money he came up with. In like 80% of white people's eyes, he's a nigger, period. Yeah. And that's why he has every right in the world to protest. And she was like, oh, okay, I get it. I said, so,
there's been instances of girls that I've dated that their parents couldn't stand me while I was dating them.
Wow.
But then when we broke up, they fell in love with me.
Of course they did. You wasn't no threat no more.
To the point where they probably wished I'd came back.
Right.
But, it took time for them to see,
that whatever they were taught
that it wasn't me
truth.
That may have been
it wasn't it was them.
The problem.
It wasn't you. It was them.
What I'm saying? But there's a lot of struggles. People just blatantly say shit to people walking by that's in interracial relationships or
have you ever had that happen?
Nah, I've caught eyes. You catch eyes.
Oh yeah.
But most people ain't brave enough to stand up and just say, "You nigger lover." Nigger lover.
Which is a favorite amongst a certain crowd to say. Hey, I know some of like cultural differences that we were talking about. One in particular that cracked me up is, of course, everybody knows that I'm with Tim. Everybody knows Tim's a white dude. We were walking in the mall one day, and in this area, in parts of Johnson City, Morristown, Greenville, the surrounding Tri-Cities areas, the black people are pretty much cordial to each other because of the Southern thing. So we were walking down just in the mall in Johnson City. Black dude walking by looked at me, and I looked at him and said, "What's up?" He said, "What's up?" Kept it moving, spoke. Right. Tim was like, "Wow, do y'all all do that?" I said, "No, not everybody. But for the most part, in general, black people in this area speak." And he said, "Okay." So these white couple came by, and he looked at him and said, "Hello," and they just looked at him and kept walking. Right. I was like, "Okay, that probably wasn't gonna work."
Well, not just off of that. I think I see black people that I don't know.
Yeah,
like I'm in a grocery store or anywhere, and we always look at each other and nod. It's like we acknowledge the struggle of being black. Like,
white people?
What's up? No.
Other black people.
Black people.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Black people. So it's like it don't matter if we know each other or not. In some way, we acknowledge that we black together.
Right.
Yeah, nah, what's up?
That's kind of what it was boiling down to. Is like it's just a thing amongst black people, especially in the South.
Right.
Now, if you in the North, probably not gonna happen.
Oh,
if you
in the North, they say like and I got friends from New York. They came here and they were like they was fucking mad because they couldn't understand why everybody was always staring at them or always wanting to be nice and speak to them. It took them a while to understand
that there was a
Southern
hospitality type thing.
In New York, you speak to somebody, they look at you and say,
"Fuck
off."
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
that's true.
So, I mean,
and you know what? The thing about that being in New York, I don't think it's so much as that it's just black people that are mad. It's just everybody's fucking busy. When you go to New York and you see what it's like in the city, people are in a rush constantly,
right. Yeah.
You know, so they don't have time to say what's up, you know.
They're not friendly.
No, it's not even that. They just don't have time, you know.
Right.
It's more relaxed in this area when it comes to black folks seeing other black folks. They tend to speak.
Yeah. And I think, I mean, now I can't necessarily just blame the interracial dating tension on the way white people look at the situation, because there's black people who snarl up their damn nose too.
Absolutely.
And, you know, they can't stand it.
Now, I'm going to say some shit that's probably going to get me slapped.
Oh, let's hear it.
Because the majority of black people that I've ever seen that had any issue with interracial dating has been women.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
yes.
I have seen so many women or black women get mad, just really pissed off at the thought of their black men, you know, choosing a different race.
Yeah, we've talked about
we
it
have.
before.
We have talked
yeah.
about it. We've had several guests on here about it.
And I still believe that it's just a conditioned thing for them. I mean, honestly, in some cases, I can't say they're wrong.
Right.
But, you know, I think that it can be handled a different way.
Absolutely.
But
that's what I say. I mean, like, stop closing them doors, chicks, because you never know what might be out there for you. You might be missing your dude because you hung up on some other issue. You know, don't do that. You know, always leave the door open.
Hey, listen. I'll fuck any color person you can provide. if the motherfucker got a fat ass, and, I don't care. You could be polka dot. If you bad, you bad, and I'm knocking it down. I don't give a fuck. I ain't never discriminated. I don't give a shit. Like, I mean, give a fuck if you from Alaska. Anywhere you could be African bushes. If you find, well, fuck you. I mean, I ain't never. So I don't even look at it that way.
Right.
But you know, there's a lot of people with that. You know.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that hold that issue.
Yeah, but it struggles. It struggles. I have fun with it though, like I said, because I'll do shit like I'll say something that should tempt her to respond. But if she responds, it means she's racist. And then if I catch her, I just threaten to call all the black people across town so they come out there and whoop her ass. I mean, but you know,
we're gonna call that a Kendrick. You setting her up with a Kendrick.
Yeah, I'll be having fun. I'll say something and be like, niggas. She'd be like, or let me think of something. I would say, but whatever I say, it'll make it to where she has to answer. And I said, and then she'll say, well, I guess so. And I'll be like, oh, so you calling us niggas? I be terrorizing, but you know, in a funny way.
Why she puts up with you?
but that's the sense of humor we have. I mean,
right.
You know, we ain't never looked at color. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you know, but you know, a lot of people do.
Yeah. Does it bother you when people say I don't see color? Does that bother you? Because some black folks are bothered by that.
When
statement.
people say I don't see color.
Yeah. When they talk about just race in general, they say I don't
think
see
you're
color.
lying when you say that.
Right.
I think there's no way around it. I think you can act like you don't.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, because if I'm sitting beside a white person, there ain't no way that you can fucking focus your eyes for us to be the same color. Like you know that something's different about one or the other. So I mean, I don't. You gotta see color, but I mean, I think metaphorically people say I don't see color. I mean, you know.
I know where they're coming from, but it's not really feasible for that to be the right thing to say.
Bitch, you colorblind in a motherfucker if you can't see my black ass sitting beside a white person. You fucking colorblind.
So yeah, I've heard that a lot too.
You know.
What else have you came across though?
I'm trying to think. I mean, it's certain little shit all the time.
To thinking about it.
I've seen. This has never really happened to me, but I've seen interracial couples try to get an apartment.
Yo, I got a story.
And you know, they show up with their boyfriend.
Yeah.
And they get turned down. You know, but if they would have went by themselves, then they got the apartment. You know what I'm saying? Like I see shit like that. But you got a story?
Yeah. You remember? And I know you do. Sandy Ely. Rest in peace. Sandy
Yes.
Yeah, she just passed away recently. She was a really good friend of mine, and back in the day when we were all, it was a circle of us that hung out together. It was about 15, 20 of us that we stayed at each other's apartments and houses and stuff, just hanging out all the time. She was trying to get an apartment at what used to be, I think, Alpine Apartments, and yes, I'm going to call it out because the woman that owned it was a racist bitch. She was straight up, because me and Sandy went over there. I wasn't trying to get an apartment. I was just going with her because I was hanging out that day. And she saw me with her and automatically assumed that we were a couple and turned her down.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't even know if her sisters know about this, but yeah, turned her down. But what was crazy about it was she went back like a week later without me and got an apartment.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it was just fucking insane. It was insane. And I think the only reason why she took it was just because it was available and she was needing to get out of where she was at. So, you know, she went ahead and took it. But yeah, I've seen that firsthand.
That happens.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was fucking insane.
Sometimes it trickles down and affects kids. You know, they go to school and
you know, because kids are cruel, boy.
Yeah.
Kids are cruel as fuck.
But you know, there's a lot of obstacles. It is. It's not easy to be in an interracial relationship all the time.
No,
I mean, because if tomorrow the race war broke out. Where I'm supposed to go? I gotta go over here. Like, I mean, I'll probably shoot her first. Nah, I'm joking. But you know, I mean, it's just crazy, man. Like,
it's ridiculous the amount of struggles that people put on each other.
Yeah, and you should be able to love who the fuck you want to love.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it boils down to. You know, but people are crazy.
I'm a pimp, so I'm supposed to have one of every flavor. You know what I mean? Chocolate, vanilla, peanut butter, butter pecan. Yeah.
You something else.
A little salsa. But yeah, man.
A little salsa.
There's millions of struggles. I mean, we could probably sit here and talk all day about the struggles. I mean, you know, you asked me about my parents. How was it on your side?
As far as what?
Was either side of your
family.
Was your family or his family?
Oh no, okay, I got you. No, at my side of the family, you know, my parents and everybody, they were always cool.
Okay.
My dad was even cool. I mean,
right.
It got to the point to where he would always ask where was Tim at if he wasn't with me. He'd be like, "Where's Tim?" You know. So I was very lucky. On Tim's side of the family, it was the same. They didn't care. They didn't give a shit one way or the other. They were always really, really sweet to me. And it was kind of a culture shock for me when I went and visited his family for the first time, and because they were from the mountains. And I think I've told you this story before, but I'll tell everybody else this story because it's fucking hilarious. We were there. We went to his grandmother's house on his mom's side, I think it was. I can't remember if it's his mom or dad's side, but She always had these big, huge Sunday dinners, and she cook everything. And when I'm talking about a spread, I'm talking about a serious spread. I'm talking about anything you could think of that was some good home country cooking was on that table.
Right.
And it was a big table because it was a lot of people. It was like 30 people. Huge table in the kitchen, and you just sit around and get your plate and you eat and everything. So, you know, that was the first time I ever experienced a big family gathering like that. That happens every week. We were sitting down and we ate and everything, just hanging out, you know. They good old boys, but they were cool. They were really, you know, cool with me.
They was watching what the fuck they say, you mean?
Yeah, I can't even say that because I honestly don't think those that were there were those people.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think these were actually decent people.
I'm just playing.
I know you are. But I think they were just really, really cool people. And then we went out and we were hanging out on the porch, and they literally lived in the mountains. So you like sit on the porch and there's a big ass mountain right there.
Right.
You know. And they saw a deer, and them motherfuckers got excited. Boy, they was like, "Oh, there go a deer." They went and got a shotgun and shot that motherfucker off the porch. I said, "Where the fuck you got me?" Tim started dying.
That was dinner tomorrow.
Yeah, they wasn't playing. They all are hunters. You know, that's just
Right.
what they do. So me being green to that type of thing
Right.
was brand new to me. I was like, "Why are they shooting shit off the porch?" You know, fucked me up for a second.
I'd have been like, this feel like home. This is good, nigga.
But it was cool though. You know, they
And
were
you
all
was
cool
the-
about
I
it.
bet you was the only nigga in a 500-mile radius.
Yep. Only black person there. But that was like one of the best experiences of my life, just to meet people who were as level-headed as they were. You know what I mean?
Right.
About the whole
Yeah,
situation.
because, you know, you was probably a little edgy or uncomfortable going.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't going to say I was totally uncomfortable because, I mean, damn. Tim just dated black men.
Okay.
Period. So I wasn't that
it wasn't
uncomfortable. It's
new
not
to
like
the
they,
family.
right. It wasn't like they didn't see it coming.
Right.
But yeah, it was cool. It was real cool.
Right.
They were good people, and like I said, my family was always cool. My mom, my dad, my sisters, my brothers, everybody was cool. I was lucky. I was very lucky.
If you polka dot, you could be fuchsia. If you motherfucking ass nigga, I would take
What else have you ever had to come across anything else like that personally, or even like have you ever seen it coming from somewhere else or anything? Have you ever been in a situation where you was with your girl and you had to put somebody in their place over a certain anything like that?
I really haven't. I mean, you know, most racists in the first place are cowards. They won't say the shit out loud.
Well, shit, they used to be.
Yeah.
I think the ones you're around now know you, so they don't have anything.
I don't know, but you know, I mean, I'm around people I don't know every day.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? And I haven't really felt, you know, disrespected in that aspect.
That's good.
Luckily, I'm not saying one crazy motherfucker won't come out the woodworks and say what's on their mind. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
They've been emboldened, so you might could look for.
haven't really heard it. But you know, it's sad. I think the world's populating itself a little more. What's the word?
In favor?
Well, I think we're seeing all kinds of different breeds of people.
Yeah.
Coming. Like, you know, I don't think anybody's really gave a fuck what the racists say about putting different breeds together. So.
It's getting to the point to where breeds. It's getting to the point where they're not going to be able to control it anyway. You know, I mean, eventually it's all going to be mixed up.
Right.
It doesn't matter who you were. The point of the whole situation is just don't forget the history that came behind it.
It's getting to the point where the single races, even blacks and whites, we're going to end up being the minority.
Yeah, more than likely.
One day.
Yeah, more than likely. And maybe then, you know, shit won't be quite as fucked up.
You know, we already are in some places as far as Hispanics are concerned.
Yeah, it's true. Hispanic people are everywhere. And
I fuck them too. I will. Fucking Colombians, motherfucker. I don't discriminate. I just don't. I don't give a fuck where you from.
So yeah, I guess
That's the moral of the story.
that the color don't matter.
Andrew,
I'll smash it, whatever.
There's some struggles in interracial relationships, but figures don't give a fuck. Like,
he said, "Shit." That's SHIID.
Shit.
So you're saying, we have these different troubles, but it could be done.
Yeah, and I worry about the kids from these relationships. I just want them to have a fair chance in life.
Well, I'm starting to not worry about the kids because the kids right now are the ones that simply do not give a fuck all the way around. Gender shit, sexuality shit, all of that shit.
If you think some kids may not be mentally strong enough to handle that shit. Like,
True.
To be confused, what am I?
Right.
We sitting here watching golf and Tiger Woods is on here, and this nigga told you he was Caucasians or some shit. We made up some shit. So,
people had issues with that too.
Yeah, they did. And
what did you think?
I think that he decided what the fuck he was,
right?
And he made it what it was,
right?
And you can't knock him. He's got something. If you've got. Okay, I have a stepson, and he is half and half.
Okay.
My thing about him is I just want him to know the struggles of a black man, but he is okay to embrace his white side.
Right.
If he wants to be, if that's what he wants to identify as, can't nobody tell him he can't.
Right.
But I just try to make him understand what society identifies him as.
Yeah.
And more likely he's gonna get called a nigger at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want him to understand why that is.
Yeah.
But this is crazy too. And I had a post that was actually from like 2011. It was a memory, and I reshared it, and I shared it during Black History Month.
Okay.
And the post said, "I'm proud to be black. I wouldn't want it any other way."
Okay.
Well, everybody from white to black people got on this post and agreed or said, "Proud of you," whatever. Like, boom. Now, one person, which I happen to go to school, I went to school with him all my life. He gets on here and he says, "Well, what if I was to say I'm proud to be white and I wouldn't want it any other way? How would you feel about that?" I said, I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be upset. I would hope that you're proud of your race. I would hope that you're proud to be who you are.
Right.
If you're not making another race feel inferior.
Right.
And my comment wasn't to try to make
white people be inferior.
Honestly, I'll be honest, my comment was to not really argue. My comment was to just kind of shut it down, and that's basically what I said. I said, I would hope that you're proud of your heritage and who you are.
Right.
That doesn't mean that you have to make another race feel inferior.
Right.
It wouldn't bother me.
Right.
Well, I got a friend that just read that shit,
and
she decided to. No, she didn't really go off, but
she
decided to put it to him plainly. And what she basically said is what I couldn't have said it no better, but it's when a black person says that, they're saying they take the struggle, they take the hardships, they take all that shit that comes with being black, and they still find happiness in being who they are.
Right.
And it's all of, it's not just a color thing to black people. It's because it's some people that I bet you might have, if you gave them an option back in the real bad days, in the slavery days, if they would have rather traded to be black or white, they'd have been like, sign me up.
Right.
Call me Jimmy. But I mean, but you know, it's just that. But she set him straight, and I just said I couldn't have said it more perfect.
Yeah, it's amazing how some people can take something like that and find something wrong with it.
Yeah, because the whole dynamic is just it's always shaky.
Yeah,
it's always some people who you know, read into everything to be racist. You know, I think you should be proud of your heritage, your color. Yeah, I mean, that don't mean you gotta walk around with Nazi flags and shit offending people. Right. You can be proud to be white. I don't give a fuck. I'm proud to be black. So but when you get to talking about why, when you get to comparing the reason why white is better than black and why you
therein lies the issue.
And
that's
then
the
I'm like, okay, I don't want to hear that shit. But I mean, but you know, for me, you know, I don't hate on nobody. I mean, I give everybody a hard time. Right. I talk about any color. Yeah. I laugh at my own people probably more than I do just anybody. But at the same time, you know, I'll date any color. I mean, I'm never going to restrict anything to color. Right. You know what I'm saying? So right. That's just the way I feel.
That's good. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. You know, keep your mind open, folks.
Yeah, white girl with a fat ass is woo. I don't know how you deal with it, boy.
And on that, white girls with fat asses.
Yeah, we out.
We out. What's up? Here at We Funny AF, we decided that we wanted to celebrate
Black Ass History Month.
So, what got you intrigued about Black History Month besides the fact that we're in that month?
Well, it's February, nigga. And second of all, I get disgusted every time it comes around.
May I ask why?
Because whoever the fuck agreed on it being February, you fired. Y'all let them motherfuckers give us this month. It ain't but 28 days in this month. It's cold, and they strategically did that so niggas couldn't cook out every day.
Would you prefer a month like June?
That's the month, right? Because they know we gonna come through with the music bumping. Food stamps is gonna be flowing beautifully at the store to get the groceries to cook out at the park. They don't want us over.
They want no part of that.
Yeah. What happens in fucking February?
People do complain about it being the shortest month of the year. But and that's where they decided to stick to black people.
On the real, I like, because you learn a lot. It's shit that I learned that, you know, I learned that George Washington Carver didn't really invent peanut butter. You did.
How the fuck did I?
Because you make your own peanut butter.
I do make my own peanut butter, but I didn't invent that shit. I will have no say in that creation. I just learned how to do it, and I do it at home because it's cheaper.
But see, you've got a list over there of some facts. And,
I do.
And I want to know. There's a couple things I want to know.
Okay.
Did a nigga invent lotion? See if you can find that.
I don't know. I'm gonna Google it while I'm sitting here, and while I'm sitting here, I'll give you a couple that you probably didn't know. Potato chips were invented by a black man.
I can see that.
George Crumb. He was from New York.
Anything fried. I can bet you a nigga invented that.
Yeah, you probably right. What was it you want me to find out?
Did a nigga invent lotion?
Let's look that up while we.
Or Carmex. Because that's just shit that niggas gotta have. I feel like somebody said, "Damn, I'm tired of my skin being dry. Get this leave."
You know what? Black people invented lotion.
I told you.
I just looked it up. Who made the first lotion? Earliest evidence of the use of lotion type salves can be traced
to a nigga named Cleveland.
As 3000 BC to the ancient Sumerians and the ancient Egyptians.
To a nigga named Cleveland.
So yeah, black people invented lotion.
I heard somewhere we invented the air conditioning.
That's probably true. I'm not for sure. It'll probably be on this list.
Yeah, look that shit up. Read some of them off. Let's see what we did.
Gas mask.
Uh-huh.
That was created by.
We got tired of y'all niggas trying to gas us up. Somebody said, fuck this shit.
Damn, the blood bank.
The blood bank?
Yeah, that was from Charles Richard Drew.
I wonder how.
That's pretty amazing right there. I didn't even know that one.
Give me your blood. Store that shit.
Home security systems. Created by black folks.
Because niggas was tired of getting their house broke in. See, there's certain shit that you know niggas did.
By Mary Van Britten Brown.
Yep.
Who created
she
that.
had got some jewelry stolen a couple times. And she was sick of that shit. She started getting little utensils around the house. Started connecting them. Shit.
She did that thing, didn't she? 3 light traffic light. I knew that one. That was Garrett Morgan. I knew that one. I had heard that before.
Right. We didn't even have no car, so that was brilliant.
Yeah. Refrigerated trucks. Frederick McKinley Jones created that.
Okay.
Back in the 30s, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. We keep on going. Wow, electric microphones. What we're using right now.
Yeah, because they wasn't listening to us.
That's so we had to amp it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Hear me loud and clear now, don't you?
Let's see. You knew the Super Soaker was created by a black man, didn't you?
Nah.
Yeah, I actually knew that one. His name was Lonnie Johnson.
Lonnie.
He was an engineer for NASA.
Lonnie J.
Who just happened to invent that, the Super Soaker water gun, which I think is really cool. Peanut butter, of course. Yeah. George Washington Carver.
That's that dude.
What else we got? The clothes dryer, something that you use almost daily.
I knew a nigga did that. I knew a nigga did that for me.
George T. Sampson in 1892.
George T. did that shit for
That's
me.
That's crazy.
George T. said, let everybody's clothes be dry. Shit.
Then you got, let's see, the dustpan. Lloyd P. Ray.
I don't believe that.
Why don't you believe that?
Because niggas will use an album cover.
That's true. Any piece of cardboard they can find, they will sweep some shit up on it.
I don't believe that.
The folding chair by John Purdy.
Purdy.
Yeah. Golf tees.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't know niggas did that.
Nah, Alfred L.
And niggas couldn't even play golf.
No.
They wouldn't even let you on the motherfucking course.
I know. That's crazy, ain't it? Yeah. And it took
I'd have been like, I'm taking my tees home then, nigga. You playing with my shit.
Let's see. The lawnmower.
Yeah. I had
Did
heard
you know that
before.
one? John Albert Burr.
I heard that one before.
Lawn sprinkler, for that matter, by Joseph A. Smith. Let's see what else we got. The modern toilet. Didn't say bidet.
Yeah. I think that was a white thing. Anyway,
the bidet is an Asian thing, if I'm not mistaken.
They like their little ass drinking water out. They like to get their ass to drinking water. Tight ass.
I'm so determined to get you a bidet.
No,
as we were saying, let's see. Wow, that's an odd one. Drag queens.
Was it invented by black men?
Apparently it was.
Black
William Dorsey Swan, the first drag queen in the U.S.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had no idea.
That's pretty interesting.
Let's see. What else we got here?
That nigga just dressed up as a woman one day, and they said, you drag queen ass nigga. And that's what he was.
Probably so. I don't know. That's all I got on this list. Let me see if there's some more.
Look at some history. What do we do in history?
In history. Oh, wait. Here's some more.
We stole boats and shit.
Oh, I missed a bunch. Hold
It
on.
was one dude that stole a boat or something and freed some slaves and ended up later running for Congress or some shit.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah,
I had heard that before. Oh, the cell phone. Henry Sampson invented that.
I wonder if he was kin to G.T. Sampson or what George T. Sampson. George T.
What else we got? Heat and furnace.
Heat and furnace.
Alice H. Parker.
We's tired of being cold.
Fire extinguisher.
We's tired of setting shit on fire.
Sugar refinement. Holy shit. I didn't know that.
I don't even know what that is.
They made sugar.
Oh, okay.
They took sugar cane and made sugar out of it.
Oh, yeah, refinement. That
Yeah.
threw me off. That's a word niggas don't readily identify with.
The doorstop and doorknob both were created by O. Dorsey.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. Let's see what else we got. The guitar. Holy shit.
Oh, see? If it weren't for us, wouldn't be no rock music.
That's funny. Let's see. The wrench was created by John A. Johnson. Let's see. Air conditioning unit.
I told you.
Frederick M. Jones.
We tired of being hot out here.
He did a 2-cycle gas engine too. Wow, that's pretty amazing. And internal combustion engine. This man was a genius. And a starter generator and refrigeration controls. This man was something else.
That nigga was rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, paper.
Yeah, that was amazing right there. What else we got? 5 escape ladder, telephone transmitter.
Who invented the joint?
Josephus on History of the World Part 1.
Josephus.
The roller coaster. Holy shit, the roller coaster.
Yeah,
and I love roller coasters.
You do. I find that hard to believe.
That I love roller coasters?
No,
or that a black person
that a
created?
nigga invented one of them. 'Cause niggas, I don't know if we was too much liking them. Like, where'd you get the materials? I mean, I don't know about him.
That's funny. The helicopter.
Oh, wow.
Paul E. Williams. Ice cream.
Yeah,
Augustus
I've heard
Jackson.
of ice cream.
I didn't know ice cream. That's new to me.
I've heard of ice cream before.
That's crazy. What else we got? We're about at the end of some of the ones that we would never hear of. Space shuttle retrieval arm, video commander, auto air brake. You name it. We probably made that shit more than likely.
Give us some
Telephone
respect.
transmitter.
Put some spec on our names.
Refrigerator, bottle caps. Holy shit. Just a little bit of everything. Just shit that we take advantage or take for granted. Yeah,
Little things,
probably created by black folks. Hair curlers.
I bet you we invented the toothpick. Is the toothpick? See,
I did not see it
see
on
who
there.
invented the toothpick.
Do you really want me to look that up?
Yeah. It's certain shit I know a nigga did. Niggas eat meat. They want that shit in their teeth. Shit.
I'll get ready to look this bullshit up too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who invented
The toothpick. Cleophas.
Cleophas Jones? His name was William Addis. He was not black.
Oh. Well, he stole that from a nigga.
So, yeah.
Damn.
That's a lot of...
That hurt.
Why did that hurt?
Because I just knew we did.
So, yeah, black folks has had their hand in a lot of shit.
Things, yeah.
What was this? A urinalysis machine? Dewey Sanderson was created. The Player Piano
Okay.
by Joseph Dickinson, rather.
Is that the one that plays itself?
Yeah. That's we got in that discussion last week when I was showing you some stuff on the MP. Yeah, because it's kind of
automated.
Yeah, embedded in that as well, which is pretty amazing when you think about it, how far it's come. What else? The blimp.
Now, how the fuck we do that?
I have no idea. J.F. Pickering did that.
How the fuck he do that?
The fountain pen.
I bet you that nigga didn't ride in it the first time. I bet you that. I put money on that. He sent some niggas up to test that. He wasn't in that motherfucker.
So I ain't riding this shit.
Yeah.
Y'all can come get in this bad boy.
Yeah, I think it'll work.
What is a shoe lasting machine? What is that?
I have no idea.
Maybe they wrote that wrong.
Make your shoe last.
Let's see. The hairbrush, which I knew that one.
Yeah, because that's how we got them waves, baby. Waves.
Portable pencil sharpener. Window cleaner. A.L. Lewis.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of shit on here. The ice cream mold. The printing press, which I knew that one. W.A. LaValette.
LaValette.
Yeah. Lotions and soaps. There it is.
Yeah.
George.
Oh, we did the soap too?
Yup.
Shit.
That would be George W. Carver.
Yeah.
Radiation detector. Let's see. The horseshoe. Wow. Oscar E. Brown. Horse vital bit. That was L.F. Brown.
I believe they invented them to play horseshoes and then said, I bet that'll fit on a horse. I gave him a horseshoes.
They did that. We saw them live in Atlanta about 4 or 5 years ago. And they did that. I gave him a horseshoe. That is hilarious. Let's see. Disposable syringe by Phil Brooks. Or torpedo to start discharger. H. Bradbury.
Okay.
Wow. There's way more than that I won't get it. The biscuit cutter. Niggas need to know that.
Yeah.
Airplane propelling. There's all kinds of stuff on here.
Yeah, what y'all do before we put that propeller on that motherfucker?
They didn't propel shit.
But yeah, man, Black History Month is a good month, man. I think you should go back and learn some things about your heritage and where you came from.
Yeah.
And you'd be amazed. Like, I didn't know half of that shit that we.
Me neither. I mean, that was new to me. A lot of it was new to me, and I think it's amazing. Yeah. And I'm very appreciative. I think that's amazing.
We brought some shit to this motherfucker too.
Well, yeah. I mean, the whole country was built off of us anyway.
Yeah, off your black back.
So I'm gonna say happy Black History Month, folks.
Yeah.
I hope we learned you something.
Happy Black History. Fuck it.
Here at We Funny AF, we like to have what we call final thoughts.
And this final thought is a question.
What's your question?
It's a random thought, but I think somebody needs to ask.
Well, what?
Was them UFOs and shit, did I shot down or not? I read the damn news, and the shit said possible UFOs, and I ain't heard shit else. But I'm gonna tell you now, I need to know.
Do you need to know something else is out there?
Yeah.
Do you? The first one we already identified as a Chinese spy balloon.
Yeah, we know
they did that one. But now there's been like 2 or 3 others after that.
Yeah,
and that's the ones that I'm like.
Well, the first, and let me quote it because I don't want to fuck it up.
Okay,
it said, "We shot down." Well, no, I can't quote it because I gotta say it like this: "We shot down some shit, and
we don't know what the fuck
they haven't ruled out UFOs."
Okay. Damn. Ain't that some shit?
And I was just like, what?
You know what, though? My thoughts on it is I don't think it's a UFO because if it's a UFO, you ain't going to shoot that down.
And second of
To
all,
me, that's the way I think about
and
it.
second of all, I'm wondering how America is allowing them to not have an answer immediately.
Look, they can't solve gun violence. What makes you think they're going to be able to just tell you if it's a UFO or not?
I mean, I don't know what we're going to do any different. I'm going to keep doing what I do on a daily basis, even if you tell me we shot down some UFOs. But, I mean, I need to know. Because personally, I don't believe in the motherfuckers.
You don't believe the UFOs?
I mean, there might be some life out there, but I don't believe them niggas just come and sit in the sky and look at us and then go back. I don't believe them niggas. I don't know if they taking a short. I don't believe they just taking a shortcut to get back to whatever planet they. I mean, I feel like they would be here if they was coming.
Well, I kind of
I seen somebody say, "Well, we got something living amongst us."
Yeah, somebody did say that. I saw that online too, and I was like, "Who was it that said that?"
I don't know.
It was somebody famous said that, and I can't remember who it was. And I laughed because I thought it was funny. Chris Brown or somebody said it. I can't remember.
Tell them niggas.
I can't remember. But I do believe that there are... This universe is entirely too big for us to be the only thing in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and there's probably somebody somewhere. But
But they ain't going to be here anytime soon.
They ain't flying over here.
No, there's no... Unless they got some kind of super technology that we don't know about... They're not coming to Earth, I don't think. I mean,
this was in your cornfields and shit not too long ago.
Hell, if these people could travel at the speed of light, they still wouldn't get here for millions of years. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think it's out there, that there's other things out there, but I don't think we're going to see it anytime soon. But I do believe there's other things out there.
But I need my government and them to answer the damn question. I need them to let me know why they made me think that there was a possibility that these motherfuckers was UFOs. I think that's some big shit. I think that's some shit that everybody deserves to know. If these motherfuckers UFOs have, because shit, I bet they got some bomb ass weed, and I'm trying to get me a sack. But at the same time, I don't understand. Like, I mean, but I don't think they should have said it like that. They should even brought UFOs up if they weren't gonna tell us if that's what they shot the fuck down. Try to keep it a fucking secret. Call Biden right now and say, "Hey, nigga, was it UFOs or not?"
I do find it interesting that they call them UFOs.
And
so
everybody shook about the spy balloons, and you know
when they should have shot it down, when they shouldn't have shot it down, and all that shit. But the idea that there is a spy balloon 60,000 miles.
Have we even really clarified that this balloon was really spying?
I think they did. I do know that they said that China did claim it, so it was from China. China, sorry, I said China. But that China did claim it and said that they're pissed because they feel like they have the right to retaliate because we shot they shit down over our country, which is fucking insane.
Yeah, I seen somebody say, well, we're going to war.
Well, you never know. With the shit that's going on right now, there and in the Ukraine shit, you never fucking know. Seems like somebody said that one of the UFOs or something that they had identified was over in a different country too, but I can't remember what they said.
I had a nigga tell me he seen a UFO above my house the other day. Said it was a triangle, and I just kept acting like I didn't hear him say it. And he didn't press the issue, so I didn't ask him what the fuck he was talking about.
I worked with a chick.
Super Bowl Sunday, they told me.
I worked with a chick who was a huge conspiracy theorist. And she showed me this picture of these 3 UFOs floating above some city, some town or some shit. And she was like, I cannot disprove that this isn't real. I can't figure out the proof that. And I'm like, how are you trying to figure out? I've been like, was it Googling the picture, and I can't find any proof that it's not real. And I'm thinking to myself, do you not realize what technology can do today?
Yeah.
Do you not realize the deep fakes are a thing that anybody could be made to say anything and they didn't say it?
Right.
anything can be done nowadays. You can't trust none of that shit.
A picture could be altered.
Yeah, anything could be made to do what you want it to do.
Right.
All you gotta do is have the know-how. That's it. So I was trying to explain to her. I'm like, anybody could have done that. Anybody, you know.
Yeah, it's y'all motherfuckers, man. Y'all go when they do come. Y'all gonna be standing outside with a sign and all that shit, and they gonna zap you just like up. Judgment. What was the movie?
Independence Day.
Independence Day. Yeah.
When they blew up the Capitol, and what was it? Was it the Empire State Building?
Yeah, I don't know.
It was one of them because they were on top of it and shit, and they said, "Yeah, I gotta go." Boom, they was gone. So yeah, if these UFOs do make contact, when y'all niggas see one for real, then I worry. But you ever seen that movie? I think it was called The Third Kind. You ever seen that?
I don't.
Close
Encounters?
No, not Close Encounters. This is a different movie altogether. But I think it's called The Third Kind. I can't remember. But you know who Mila Jovovich is?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I figured you did.
Hell yeah.
She plays this woman, and it's based on a true story. She played this woman who was supposedly abducted by aliens out of her house. And what's crazy about the movie is they intercut real footage of this woman and what she went through when she came back, or as she says, as she came back. And Mila Jovovich is acting the story. So they cut it in together. That is the creepiest shit I've ever seen in my life. Because this woman came back and it was almost like she had a possession about her. You know what I mean? Like she was possessed. By the end of it, and this is the real life part of it, by the end of it, she was paralyzed from the neck down.
Damn.
Yeah, it was fucked up. So, but she swears up and down that happened to her, you know, and it's wild to watch that story unfold in the movie.
Or Fire in the Sky.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Fire in the Sky. That was a good movie.
Yeah, I don't keep all that bullshit.
Since you don't do like the whole fantasy thing, would a story like the one I was just telling you about be something you would watch, saying that it's supposed to be based in actuality?
Probably not.
Probably not?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't believe it.
Why?
Because I just don't believe in possession, nor do I believe in motherfucking ghosts and fucking aliens. And
you don't believe in ghosts either?
I mean, no, I told you about my encounter. I believe in ghosts.
Right.
But I don't believe ghosts. I don't believe ghosts can do nothing to you.
Right,
you know,
right.
So I don't be walking around scared.
Right.
Of ghosts.
Yeah, but the whole UFO thing's not your thing.
It's not. I'm from the show me state.
Right. I get that.
Let one of them niggas walk down the street. And I be like, oh, they here, it's on.
I'm the same.
But I don't like false, misled information.
Right.
Like y'all still said possibly UFOs. I need to know. I need to know.
Why do you
I
need
can
to
solve
know?
a lot of this shit for me right now. If you just can't say, and it was an aircraft from a different planet, I'd be like, okay, well, they real.
Then what? After you figured out,
I'd probably lock up a little tighter at night. I'd probably get me a gun or two. I'd be more protected just in case these niggas want to start tripping.
So that's why you gotta know so you can be prepared.
Yeah,
that's what the end result will be.
Get my brain sucked out by surprise. Abducted, took to another motherfucking planet, and I woke up and I'm in Jupiter. These little bug face motherfuckers looking at me. I want to give me a change.
You don't want to get probed, do you?
No. That sound like something going up your ass. I ain't even understood if that's what you mean. But
that's what they say.
Well,
that's what dude on Fire in the Sky said happened to him.
Yeah, why every movie they talk about aliens, they
Getting
have
probed.
some kind of sexual fetish to what they want to do to humans.
No.
That's a little scary.
Yeah, that's very scary. So no, miss me with the
I don't
abduction
wanna be
shit.
and raped by an alien. Sleep next thing you know. Alien raping my ass. So tell me if that was a UFO or not. I need to know. We don't know what they here for. Shit.
They here to probe the masses.
Yeah.
So
probe the asses.
So government, let us know.
Yeah.
Was it UFO?
You on the clock. You on the clock.
All right, y'all.
Answers.
I gotta get out of here.
Don't pull it on Area 51 shit with us neither. Nigga, you on the clock.
We gonna holler at y'all.